evening, folks. We are here with some wet. We have Graeme, Kevin here, and wet. It is today. I think there's no doubt that it is not great. But you know what? One thing about the Scottish crowd is we won't mind it, right? Because we're used to it. So welcome to Rewind at Spot. How's your weekend been?
It's been great. It's always a pleasure to come back to Scotland, being a Scottish boy, you know. It's always going to be home, right? It's always going to be home. I used to holiday just up the road when I was a wee boy, man, so I'm used to the rain pummeling off the caravan, man, you know, so it brings back good memories. Think about Scotland. If you hang around long enough, the weather's going to change, man, you know what I mean?
I always say that you have to prepare for every season in one day in Scotland. It's like people suffer from wardrobe anxiety in Scotland. It's an actual thing, it really is. So, you're on Rewind, obviously you guys have changed, the band's been changed a little bit, but you guys are headlining tonight, very exciting. So what are we going to expect from you?
Just a lot of hit songs, basically, you know what I mean? Obviously I joined the band 4 years ago now, and I'm very lucky to be able to sing all those songs. And judging, yeah, I'm so lucky. But if all the rest of the festivals and stuff that we've done are anything to go by, then you know, a good sing-along set, you know what I mean? So just some great sing-along songs that I'm sure everyone, especially now we're in Scotland as well, if they don't know them, then they may as well just go home.
Do you mind if I ask how old you are?
I'm 18 years old.
Very good,
41 I am.
41. So obviously the 80s, it would have been maybe your parents even would have sort of grown up in the 80s here. So it must be interesting for you to come into this environment with such an iconic band in Scotland. No pressure. But tell us how that's felt to step in and you know, carry on this fantastic name.
To be honest, it's just been a lot of fun. Do you know what I mean? I saw it as a challenge, you know, when first of all, and I think after the first couple of gigs where I kind of felt the pressure to sort of prove myself, I've just sort of like just enjoyed it ever since. Like I say, you can't. There was a time like in my life where I just didn't look forward to going to do gigs at all. Whereas now, like doing these gigs with guys, I look forward to them because I think, well, gonna go down well regardless, isn't it? You know what I mean? But,
that's right.
But you know, yeah, just I love stepping into this era. I kind of said this earlier on because obviously when I was in Liberty X, we were like the thousands and late 90s, so we were hanging around with all the acts around that sort of time. So to come and do these sort of gigs and step into like the 80s crowd, because I'm a big fan of like 80s music, to be hanging around backstage and stuff and see all the different people on stage, it's just awesome that I get to do that. It's so cool.
It must be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
So what have you guys got coming up in the future? And obviously with Rewind, this is time, but what about moving forward? New material? Are you recording? You in the studio?
That's a good question, and it's one that I want to ask Kevin as well, man. You know, no, we did an album last year. Obviously, when we went into the pandemic and all that, we couldn't really do anything apart from sit in our own environments in our computers and send around song ideas. So we managed to cobble together a lockdown album, which was extremely. I think it was a creative thing to do, and you know, there's some fantastic songs in there. So hopefully carry on that theme, you know, maybe this time we can actually be together when we write the songs, you know, that would help a wee bit, I think, you know.
You're not the first person to say lockdown gave you an opportunity, gave people an opportunity to really think, right, this is us, we can now regroup, we can have a think, get creative again, get the juices flowing.
I mean, you know, the thing was, had we not went through the pandemic, it's kind of one of these quirks of the pandemic. I doubt we would have made any new music because we'd have been too busy out touring to have any time. So in that respect, it enabled us to go and be creative together. And there was no real pressure to come up. You know, we're not sitting in the studio kind of looking at Kevin going, hey mate, come on, you got anything good there, you know, and that heaps a lot of pressure on the new boy, you know. So it was a way of kind of nurturing our creativity, you know, and trying to move it forward. For me, it's always going to be the lifeblood of the band, new music, so that would be a way forward. More gigs, please. I enjoy, I mean, I love playing in Scotland, right, because we're like local heroes.
you know, you think they've done it so many times, it's just another gig. You can tell the real emotion that she gets to sing in our home country and in front of an engaged audience. It's got to be a really special thing.
Yeah, I mean, all the gigs we've done in England this year, that's how I felt.
England's alright, you know.
It's a very dominant Scottish conversation.
Today will just be, you know, a throwaway one for me.
Well, let me ask you, I think this question's got to go asked to both of you. So what are you looking for? What's your favourite song, Wet, Wet, Wet? What's your favourite Wet, Wet, Wet song?
It's a tough one, that. I mean, obviously, Love Is All Around is an amazing song to like finish on because everyone knows it and gets involved and loves it. I think for me it's probably like Temptation or Angel Eyes. They're kind of like my favourite.
Love Angel Eyes, that's my favourite one. So I love that. What about yourself?
I mean, they're all our babies, you know what I mean? And if each one of them has something that I can remember about what we were recording or how big a hit or doing the first top of the pops or whatever it is. I like wishing I was lucky because, you know, the crowd get excited about that. I also like one called I Can Give You Everything, which wasn't a single, but it's one of the ones that we play near the end, just before Love Is All Around.
Right.
I mean, there's so many cornerstones in the set. Love Is All Around is one of these songs. For me, it's like the full stop at the end. You know, we've tried it at the beginning of the set. It just didn't work. We try it in the middle of the set, and it you know, it just doesn't kind of connect in the same way that when you end it, it's like, well, that's the end. You know, with nowhere else to go now. You know, so I mean, I love playing that, and I love the reaction. Every song is it's got its magic, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
But I like I Can Give You Everything. It's funky, it's kind of steeped in the 80s kind of thing. It tips its hat to 70s retro funk, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, for me, that's kind of being a bass player. It's kind of got a nice.
It's really nice to hear you talk about that because you can sense that, you know, you're really thinking about this. It's a lot because you've done so much. It's got to be very difficult. But I love asking that question, just to try and get that kind of reaction to see what's said. Well, look, I can't wait for your set, and I'm sure by 9 o'clock there'll be no rain. Everyone will be happy. Everyone will be nice. So at least if there is rain, no one will care. But thank you so
no one will be here.
Oh, no, okay. That's never going to happen.
No.
One thing you'll learn about Scotland is it doesn't matter what the weather is, we'll be fine.
Exactly.
Look, guys, thank you so much for your time. It's a great opportunity.
Lovely
Thank
meeting
you
you,
very
man.
much.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you.